Horses and Their Trainers by Joe Alvear. Animals do not speak, but pets and people have found ways to communicate with each other. Think about how a dog behaves when his owner comes into the house. The dog is happy. He expresses his happiness by wagging his tail. He barks. He jumps up to greet his owner. The dog's owner also expresses her happiness to see the dog. She pets him. She speaks kind words to him. She gives him a treat. Horse trainers teach horses. One of the most important relationships that people develop with animals is the relationship between a horse and his rider. That is because a horse is a very powerful animal. If a rider does not understand what the horse may do, the rider could be in danger of getting seriously hurt. There is a group of horse trainers who have special skills for communicating with horses. Some people call these special horse trainers horse whisperers. They help riders and horses to develop trust and respect for each other. Many people believe that Alexander the Great was the first horse whisperer. A legend tells that when he was a young boy, his father, King Philip II of Macedonia, was trying to ride a new horse. The horse was not tamed. It was still wild. The horse was aggressive. The horse kicked. The horse pulled back and whinnied. The king could not mount the horse. He wanted the horse to be taken away. Alexander, his young son, asked if he could try to ride the horse. His father let him try. Alexander walked toward the horse very slowly. The horse lowered his head. Alexander spoke to him very softly. Alexander the Great. Alexander the Great was the king of Macedonia from 336 to 323 BC, more than 2,300 years ago. He died young, at the age of 33. He became very famous because he conquered many lands across a wide area of the world. Alexander detected that the horse was afraid of something. He looked around. He saw the horse's shadow on the ground. He realized that the horse was afraid of its shadow. He gently turned the horse's head away from the sun. He stood next to the horse. He walked alongside the animal. He started to run slowly. When he thought the horse was ready, Alexander mounted him. The horse was calm. Alexander rode the horse. The horse obeyed Alexander. They both seemed to know what the other wanted. They trusted each other. Like all horse trainers, horse whisperers have ways of getting a horse to calm down. Horses react not only to the whispering or talking of the trainers. Horses react to the trainer's touch. They also react to the trainer's techniques or tricks. For example, if trainers are working with a wild horse, they may place something that has a really strong smell near the horse. The horse will refuse to move. That is one of the tricks used to get wild horses to calm down. Some trainers use food or treats to motivate horses to do what people want them to do. Today's horse whisperers are expert horse trainers. They understand the behavior of horses. They know that horses have personality, sometimes called their spirit. They understand how to get horses to obey their riders. Horse trainers also teach people who ride horses. They teach the riders the correct signals to give the horse. They teach them how to care for the animal. They teach them how to groom horses. Horse trainers teach people to recognize certain horse movements. They train them to know what the horse wants. Most of all, they teach the riders to love and respect the horse. The leader of a herd is usually a female horse. There are many horse trainers in the world today. Sandy Chambers is a famous horse trainer in England. Her training methods have become well known and adopted by other horse trainers. Sandy's methods are gentle. Her method begins with the horse lying on the ground. The trainer gets down on the ground and spends time with the horse. The horse slowly gets used to the trainer's presence. This technique teaches the horse that the trainer is his leader. Sandy says that a horse needs a leader. When horses run wild in a herd, there is always a leader. Horse trainers learn to feel what the horse feels. There is another well-known horse training program in Alentejo, Portugal. This is the story of one man who learned about horses at Alentejo. Juan is 61 years old. He has never ridden a horse. His trainer blindfolds him so he cannot see the horses. With his eyes covered, Juan could focus on what he is feeling. He stands quietly among a group of horses. He waits. The horses are eating grass. After a long while, a Moor, a 7-year-old horse, moves towards Juan. The horse stands still next to him. Juan can sense that the horse is close to him. Juan waits. The horse waits. Juan gently puts out his hand. A Moor comes closer and smells Juan's hand. Juan senses that the horse trusts him. Juan moves his hand slowly and gently touches the horse. His hand moves down the horse's face. He pets a Moor softly. A Moor puts his snout in Juan's hand. They trust each other. A horse can learn to understand the rider's signals. Once the horse and rider trust each other, they become partners. The rider begins to understand what the horse likes and what the horse does not like. He learns how to groom the animal. He learns how to feed his horse. He learns to keep the stable clean and warm. He knows when the horse is not feeling well. The horse also learns about the rider. The horse learns to respond to the rider's signals. For example, if the rider presses his right foot into the horse's body, the horse knows he has to move to the right. If the rider presses his left foot, the horse will move to the left. If he presses both feet into the horse's body, the horse knows to go straight ahead. This is how horses and their riders communicate. Trainers teach riders that horses need to be well groomed. Even though there are people who work as grooms in stables or horse farms, many riders enjoy grooming their own horses. Grooming shows the horse how much the rider loves him. Grooming the horse helps to strengthen his trust in the rider. A horse has a mane, long, thick hair on his neck. The mane needs to be combed and cleaned. A horse has hooves or feet. To protect the hooves, horses wear horseshoes. Horseshoes are metal pieces put on the bottom of each hoof. Hooves need to be cleaned. Horses have beautiful coats of hair. They need to be brushed and shined. Plural of nouns ending in F. Hooves is the plural form of hoof. To change many nouns ending in F to the plural form, you change the letter F to the letter V before adding ES. What is the plural form of calf, a baby cow? What is the plural of leaf? This horse and rider are performing in dressage. Horses have always been a very important part of human life. They were used by ancient armies to take soldiers into battle. They were used to help farmers do farm work. They were an early means of transportation. They still play an important role in the life of ranchers. They help humans move herds of cattle from place to place. Some horses are trained to be fast runners. They are called race horses. Some horses are trained to be show horses. They are trained to perform dance exercises called dressage. This is considered a sport and is popular in many countries. Thanks to special horse trainers, people have learned how to communicate with horses. The horse trainers continue to teach us that horses will return the communication and trust we share with them. Talk about it. 1. What are some of the things a horse trainer teaches the horse and its rider? 2. Why were horses important to people throughout history? Write about it. 3. What would you do to get an animal to trust you? On a separate sheet of paper, write about what you would do. Extend language. Some English words can be used as both a noun and a verb. For example, the word pet can be a noun and a verb. Pet is a noun in this sentence. My cat is a pet. The word pet is a verb that tells of an action in this sentence. I pet my cat. Can you find any other word on pages 10 and 11 of this story that is used as both a verb and a noun?